F-MAN CRITIC back, and, well, today I'm reviewing the live-action 2012 Tom and Jerry movie. Now, to tell you the truth, I was originally going to review this movie on Friday, but I was kind of sick, and so I couldn't do the review while I was sick, so I took the weekend to recover, and now that I'm all better, time to review the movie. And Tom and Jerry, the classic cat and mouse duo, the classic Hanna-Barbera cartoon. Because I'm going to outright and say it, I love Tom and Jerry. I love these two. I love these two ever since I was a little boy. I love them so much. I even have a DVD of their classic cartoons. It's like, and I'm just saying the classic cartoons, even the ones with the questionable stuff that hasn't aged well, and it's dirty jokes that eventually got censored in later releases.
Ugh, the stuff they're getting away with on kids shows these days.
But let's all be honest here. Tom and Jerry is an absolute classic. Whatever it is they're in, whatever it is that they're doing, and they are a classic. They with their slapstick antics and their just goofy behavior. Tom and Jerry, they are the original cat and mouse duo. Okay, they are so loved to this day. They are still brought up in media, referenced and parodied to this day. And it's no secret that they have had movies before, whether they're good or bad, whether they're around to be infamous to the internet. But whatever it is that they are in them, and to tell you the truth, whatever it is that they're in, whether they're good or bad, I cannot hate Tom and Jerry. Whatever it is that they're in I cannot hate them because I have such a soft spot for Tom and Jerry. They, whatever it is that they're in, whether it's bad or good, I cannot hate them because they are I just love them that much. Yeah, and when I was told that they were getting a live-action movie, I was confused at first, because how can you make the classic cat and mouse into live action? And how can you, it's Tom and Jerry. They're animated. And with all their slapsticks that could kill them, seriously, you can question how the hell Tom is still alive, even after all the stuff Jerry puts him through, honestly. But still, how can you pull it off? And also another thing, I had no idea this movie came out when it came out back in 2021. It totally snuck up under me. I totally did not know it was out until it was out. And yeah, I saw it, and, like some Tom and Jerry movies, I'm mixed on it, but at the same time, I can't hate it. And, because, Tom and Jerry. But how does this movie start off, really? Well, it starts off since it's a modern-day kids movie, it starts off with, you guessed it, animals rapping to the camera.
Of course they're rapping. They always have to make the cartoons rap.
Yeah, they're playing Can I Kick It while these pigeons are, camera mugging to the camera, and, it should be expected that should be. Now, I get it that in Tom and Jerry movies, or over Tom and Jerry media, Tom and Jerry have done musicals before. They have sung other songs, so I guess them having rapping pigeons in it is okay, I guess, but why are they camera mugging? Just, why are they camera mugging? And, who are they actually, rapping to? I know they're rapping to us, the audience, but in this scenario, there is no audience, right? So they're pretty much just rapping to thin air, so, but they're not the main characters, thank God. And you also should know right away that despite it being a live-action movie, I guess it's also a live-action cartoon hybrid, because all the animals are animated. All the human characters are, human, live-action, played by actors and stuff. All the animals are just animated. Just straight up animated. No CGI, no nothing. No, detail to make them look like they have detailed fur. Just animated. Now, I'm a little mixed on that, to tell you the truth. I don't mind them being, I get it, that's why they couldn't possibly make a CGI live-action Tom and Jerry movie. It would probably scare the kids, it'd probably make the slapstick less, slapstickish, and yeah, so I guess it's a bold move, to make them all animate, to make the animals animate. Then that's the case, then why not just make them animate, make everything animated? I guess it would have been cheaper, I suppose, whatever. And Tom and Jerry are introduced right away, and of course they're just settling into New York, getting a new place, new apartment, and Jerry's trying to find a new place to call his own. Oh, but the places he gets introduced are shit as hell. Tom, he just wants to make it big as a musician, and well, Jerry actually caught him, and well, they also do this this scene from a classic Tom and Jerry cartoon, and honestly, I like that callback. I do like that callback that they referenced the previous cartoon. And to tell you the truth, despite it being live action and despite the animal characters being animated, the slapstick is pretty good. I'm glad they even kept Tom's scream from the original in this. That's a nice touch. But it cannot be an entire movie just about Tom and Jerry. That we do know that, like, listen, we all love Tom and Jerry. I mean, I've stated it previously in the video that I love Tom and Jerry. We all love them. But it cannot just be an hour and a half of these two just fighting and referencing the old cartoons. No, there's got to be a B-plot in there. And such, we get introduced to Callie. Again, I'm terrible with names, I'm sorry. Point is, she's one of the main characters, and she's someone who's just trying to find a job and try to stick with the job. But she's fired from her last job, and so therefore she goes to a hotel where she steals someone's resume and uses it as her own and becomes a wedding planner for this hotel. And she ends up meeting up with the boss of this hotel, and she makes a joke about the fish being, like, employed as a joke. Oh, and then there's this other guy named Terrence, I believe his name, and he doesn't want to hire her just because she made a joke about the fish being employed. What? Like, dude, seriously? You're not gonna trust her or, like, believe in her? You just automatically made up your mind about her the second she made a joke about the fish? That's even for a Tom and Jerry movie, that's actually pretty damn stupid, and I'll even say levels of pettiness, that is. But whatever, she's hired on the spot, and Terrence, he shows her around, and as for Jerry, he finds himself into the hotel and steals a bunch of items to make and even uses hotel items and the hotel printer, and just pretty much just makes a hotel room of his very own, which honestly is kind of clever and kind of nice, as how he uses other people's items to make household materials for him, since he's a mouse. And eventually, Tom, he just wants to get revenge on Jerry, like always. There's this funny little joke in the movie where Tom is always talking to his shoulder and demon angel, and honestly, that is kind of funny, and how the demon side of Tom is always being one step ahead than the shoulder angel, and always convincing Tom to do the wrong thing. Eventually, Kelly, she eventually finds Tom, and Tom, he freaking turns his fingers into balloons to spell his name. Even for Tom and Jerry, that's even really, really weird, that is. Like, I don't recall any other previous Tom and Jerry show episodes where Tom uses fingers to make balloon shapes to describe his name. Could have just wrote it down, dude. Well, it's not as weird as Tom opening his ribcage to show his DNA. Like, listen, I know this movie is supposed to be cartoony and slapstick and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure if you're gonna add humans into the movie, you gotta be at least a little Earth grounded. And I know Earth grounded is not Tom and Jerry's bread and butter, okay? I know that. There's slapstick proves that otherwise, but still, if you're gonna add human characters, the least you could do is not add weird stuff where Tom is using his fingers to describe his name in balloon shapes, and I just gotta say, Tom, ow! Even for you, ow! Ow, and again, his ribcage thing, like, whatever. But eventually Tom gets a job at the hotel where his job is, you guessed it, capture Jerry. And as for Caleb, since I said earlier she's going to be a wedding planner, she's, planning this celebrity couple who has, you guessed it, Spike from the cartoons. And I do love it. This is how Tom meets Spike in the movie.
Okay, alright, you done?
So Tom and Spike, that is and also Tom, he also uses this contraption to try and capture Jerry, which is pretty genius and definitely sticks to the roots of the Tom and Jerry cartoons, and ships him off, but thinks he got rid of him, but he's not. And Tom, and like I said before with the rapping pigeons, it is common for Tom and Jerry media to have songs in there. But Tom, since we always know that Tom was always a ladies' man, or in this case a lady cat or something, and he tries to impress the celebrities couple's cat by being all auto-tuned. Really? Okay, whatever. Eventually a giant catastrophe happens, and Terrence gets put on hold, suspended, and he gets punished, even though like it wasn't his fault. Like, I know I trashed on this guy earlier because of how he treated Kelly for basically making a joke out the fish, but like, just still, he gets punished. Seriously, that's really stupid. And as for Caleb, again, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with remembering names. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I am terrible with remembering names. I'm sorry for that. Just take me on this, okay? You just gonna have to work with me on this. She eventually tells Tom and Jerry to just stop fighting and get along, and that isn't new in Tom and Jerry media. We have seen them become friends before in past media, and honestly, it's not a bad idea to always include that in there, you know. And yeah, she plans a day for Tom and Jerry to have fun, but and they do eventually have some fun. But they go to a baseball game, and when they capture the ball, they end up ruining the game and get sent to animal control. What? Okay, listen, I may have never been to a baseball game before in my life, but I'm pretty sure that when you capture the ball from the thing and you don't ruin the game or you don't get arrested for it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I've never been to one, but still, I'm pretty sure Tom and Jerry didn't deserve to go to the pound for it. Well, at least we got a fun cameo from Droopy, so that was cool. Well, and Terrence, he's seen it on TV, and since he wants revenge, and he goes to the pound and talks to them, and it's shown in this like weird like comic sort of deal. Like, I love comics, but like the way how he's talking, and like there's like comic sounds in the background describing his words of what he's saying. It's like
I don't get it.
But eventually he convinces Tom and Jerry to turn on each other and destroy the wedding. And he ends up doing that. Well, technically the chef technically does. When he sees Jerry, he whacks the cake doing more harm, and like it causes this big catastrophe like last time, but even worse. That's because like all the animals, the elephants, the peacocks are combined and like creates a huge ball of animal dust or something, and it destroys the wedding. And the bride, who was established earlier that she doesn't really like it that her fiance, goes all big, because her fiance, throughout this entire wedding, he wanted this wedding to be big and really cool and stuff, and she just, she kind of gets all like, my fiance, he doesn't really, he goes too big for these things, and and I get where it's trying to go with that, but really, they're not the main characters. Tom and Jerry is, but hey, whatever. We've dealt with different storylines in different Tom and Jerry movies. And eventually the truth comes out about Caleb, saying how she's not really a wedding planner, and we have the depressing scene where the characters are mopey, they're depressed, they're disappointed with each other, but eventually they sort out their shit, reunite, and plan to fix the wedding and save the wedding. And how do they save it? Well, Tom and Jerry team up, and guess what song they play? They play Rocket Fuel, and I won't lie, I liked it. It was a lot better than the rapping pigeons, okay? It was a lot better than rapping pigeons. At least Tom and Jerry aren't mugging to the camera like it, Oh, so, hey, I'll give it a smirk. So I'll give it a couple of points for that one. And eventually they get at her to the makeshift wedding, which, I won't lie, looks pretty fantastic, actually. It looks really nice, and eventually the couple gets married. Caleb is back to being employed, and Terrence faces no consequences for what he did, because technically it is on this time it was his fault. The last time where he got fired, it was his fault, but this time where it was his fault, he knew what he was doing. he didn't get any consequences for that one. But whatever. Tom and Jerry ended up fighting, and they closed the curtains. And for some weird reason, the curtains, the end part is backwards for some reason. And I gotta say, why? Why is it backwards? Why? Who did that? Like, why did they make it backwards? Why didn't they just put the end forward facing the audience? Like, what the hell? Oh, and that was the Tom and Jerry live action 2021 movie. Well, like I said, I don't hate it. I am mixed on it. I do love it because, come on, Tom and Jerry. Tom and freaking Jerry, okay? Hey, whatever they're in, whether it's good or bad, I have a soft spot for Tom and Jerry. Whatever it is they're in. The human characters are kind of forgettable, but they do have some occasional good laughs. I mean, like I said about Trevor, again, I'm terrible with names here. Even he kind of sometimes gets some good laughs in the movie. Like when he was taking Spike to go out before he was taking Spike out for a walk. This kind of got a laugh out of me.
How many burritos did you eat?
People say toilet humor is stupid, but I'm one of those suckers who likes toilet humor, and I won't lie, it did get a huge laugh out of me in the part. Some human bits do get a small laugh in the movie, but come on, we're not here for the human stuff. We're here for the cat and mouse, okay? But the B plot, it's okay, I guess. A little cliche since it's going for the lie reveal stuff and, planning a wedding and stuff like that. It is on the cliche side, but like I said, we're not here for them. We're here for Tom and Jerry. And again, the idea of the animal characters being animated, I guess it's okay of an idea, I suppose. I mean, but why didn't they just, put some more, lines on the animals' bodies, showing that they have, fur, or something like that, Or better yet, just make the entire movie animated. But then again, it's got to be one of those movies that has to have a live-action movie. It just has to be. But whatever. Despite some stuff I would change, and despite some stuff that is on the cliche side, I like it. I know I said it once, but I'll say it 1,000 times more. I fucking love Tom and Jerry. Whatever it is they're in, whatever it is, whether it's good or bad, I love it. I will watch it. I will even own a DVD of it. Because I just love Tom and Jerry. That's just that. This is the F-Man Critic telling you to like, subscribe, hit notification. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!